everyone, my name is Uma Chandrasekhar and this is my first video series. In this series, I am exploring the topic of deliberation, the essence of executive leadership. Here, I am bringing the salient features of deliberate decision making, which is rational and data driven. Welcome to episode 29. As in the previous episodes, let me start with a recap. In the last 3 episodes, I have been exploring the topic of passion in deliberation. In the last episode, which is episode 28, I also explained the impacts of emotional quotient on deliberate decision makers by focusing on 3 attributes: participation, empowerment, and ownership. In this video episode 29, I am planning to elucidate my audience with techniques to improve the shared decision-making process as we are coming to the end of the topic on C-suite decisions or shared decisions. Then I am planning to start the new topic named the role of charisma in transformational leadership, as transformational leaders are a big chunk in the group of deliberate leaders. Also, this is my favorite topic in this video series. Before I start, I want to talk about 2 words. Let me get the slide so that you can follow what I am saying. There, I have shared the slide. The 2 words are deliberate and deliberative, which is often used alternately by many. Deliberate is an adjective which describes the people whose actions are conscious and intentional, while deliberative is the process or act of deliberation. The jumble is because of the fact that leaders who practice deliberation are deliberative, and hence they are often referred as deliberative leaders, though the correct English dictionary usage is deliberate leaders. Many of you might have noticed even I have jumbled the 2 words a few times, and it is the true testimony of my Silicon Valley residence. Now, I can start with the topic on techniques which improve shared decision-making processes. And let me change the slide. Let me go to the next slide. The first of the techniques which I'm going to discuss today is use of heterogeneous groups. A group of people with diverging talents, capabilities, and experiences contribute towards analyzing the different perspective of the same problem, as every one of them brings their knowledge and deliberation in the process of decision making. The second technique that can improve shared decision-making process is granting fair opportunities. Everyone at the table a chance to speak and offer their opinion is granting fair opportunities. The opportunity to contribute the necessary viewpoint into the problem and the required decision improves the quality of the decisions, as it helps, especially when the people at the table have divided opinions resulting in 2 or 3 decisions. For instance, there are 12 members in a board voting on an issue. There are 3 opinions brought about by the members on how to go about solving the problem. 4 of the 12 members equally share 1 opinion, contributing to 3 opinions, thus giving a chance for each of the 3 groups to pitch their minds on the issue. When all the 3 groups are given a fair opportunity to contribute in a decision, it improves the effectiveness of the final decision while reducing the schism caused due to dissent and division. The third technique I am planning to discuss here to improve the process of shared decision making is to hire a devil's advocate. Employing a critic to find flaws in the decision is an effective way to understand the flaws of the group thinking, and it enables the group to work in an improved manner. The critic can be named as a cavalier for 3 different reasons. The first one being, he or she is arrogant and haughty enough to question the group's decision without fear. The second reason can be, he or she has a dismissive attitude towards other minds and a disregard for their decisions. And the third and the last reason can be, he or she is the knight in a shining armor protecting the group from making blunders. With this information, I am completing the topic of shared decision making in the boardrooms of multinational tech organizations. But before I finish this log, let me inform my viewers about some of the topics I may be handling in the next few episodes. Do not forget, it is for those experienced executives who are handling difficult decisions day in and day out. The topics are role of charisma in transformational leadership, which I'm starting in the next video log. Role of originality in deliberative leadership. Theory of uncertainty. Analytical model of deliberate decisions. The exceptional and divergent nature of every rule in rule-based deliberation. Decision maps. Unconscious thought theory. And a variety of such interesting topics. So, do not forget to subscribe to me on medium.com and follow me on linkedin.com if you have not already done so. My contact details are in the following keynote slide. Let me get that slide. Time's up for this vlog, and I will come back in the second vlog of this episode 29 to enlighten my audience about the role of charisma in transformational leadership. See you in the next video. Hi everyone, I am Uma Chandrasekhar and this is the second vlog of the video episode 29. Where I am planning to elucidate my audience on the role of charisma in transformational leadership. Transformational leadership by charismatic leaders is a concept as old as Moses and his 10 commandments. The Lord sought out a Jew who grew up in a palace along with Ramesses II, the Pharaoh of Egypt, to do his bidding in order to free the slaves, as leadership is not about bullying, but it is about care. Charismatic leaders bring about the improvements and the changes needed by the following 4 I's of transformational leadership. Ironically, none of the 4 I's is about I as in me, as leadership is not about a single individual, but about a team. Hence, the I in the transformational leadership refers to the 9th letter in the English alphabet. Let me get the keynote slide so you might understand what I'm going to talk about and share it with you. I think the number is 114. Let me see. Yes, there it is. The first I is idealized influence. Young minds are similar to a pot of goo, which can be molded and shaped in any form. Did I share it with you? No, not it. Okay. Let me share it. There. Young minds are similar to a pot of goo, as I said before, which can be molded and shaped in any form using a template. The influence caused by the template decides the final form of the goo. If the mold is that of an animal, the goo might take the form of an animal. If the mold is that of an automobile, the goo becomes an automobile, and so on. Thus, the concept of idealized influence, it can also be idealized influence, is simple. Charismatic leaders can influence their followers in myriad ways. A sentence or a quote with an autograph of their ideal leader has more push on the young minds than any religious scriptures. The idealization of leadership has dual relationship, as the leaders have an equal responsibility in showing the correct path to take. The concept can be extended to organizational leadership too, as a young recruit in the organization might visualize the CEO as a trusted peer, the ideal leader, and his idol, and can be influenced to follow the edict of the organization. And this influence eventually can make the newer recruits to wrap themselves around the culture of the organization. The second I is inspirational motivation. The combination of clearer vision by the charismatic leaders and exceptional devotion by their followers result in inspirational motivation. The personal vision of a leader, along with his moral compass, is the foundation of inspirational motivation. In an organizational environment, collaboration with passion leads inspirational leaders. The connection between the leader and the employees play a vital role in this type of motivation, as the leaders inspire to perform by setting examples. They tower their followers with their idealistic traits and attitude, and their motivational talks combined with a vision for the organization, and this forms the crux of transformational leadership through inspiration. I can give a good example from my field of work. Computers were invented as number crunchers in 1940s. The first ever digital computer, as we know today, is ENIAC, the acronym for Electronic Numerical Integrator and Computer. It was the first attempt to solve linear equations in mathematics using a computing device. This was the beginning of a new era of computing, but the focus of computers as number crunchers for solving mathematical equations moved to solving problems of humanity when ARPANET, which was invented as a military internet in 1960s, became World Wide Web in 1989, as the British scientist Tim Berners-Lee introduced it as a public-friendly source of accessible resource, accessible through protocols such as HTTP or HTML. Though many millennials or Gen Ys might not have heard about Tim Berners-Lee, or Sir Tim, as he's called now, and his contribution as a British scientist at CERN, Switzerland, he is one of those transformational leaders who motivated numerous individuals to learn and grow as an international community through his charisma called intellect. With that, I'll finish the second one, and I'll move on to, now that I have mentioned intellect, I will move on to the third I, which is intellectual simulation. Geniuses are intellectuals, but intellectuals need not be geniuses. They can merely be rational beings who can make deliberate decisions when required, especially when the decisions are made under severe duress. Then the quality of the decisions can be compared to award-winning leadership. Intellectual simulation in organizations is brought upon in the form of innovation and creativity by merely challenging the existing norms and beliefs of the organization. Intellectual simulation focuses on problem-solving skills which work towards improving the organization to its best level. I want to give an example for this, but it is time's up for this vlog. So with this information, I end this video log second and also the video episode 29. I will come back in the next episode, which is episode 30 of this video log series titled Deliberation, the Essence of Executive Leadership, and continue to explore the topic of charisma in the role of charisma in transformational leadership. If you have viewed my video this far, you deserve a thank you. Thank you for viewing.